Hey there, it's Steve Dahl, and if you are enjoying these free episodes of the Steve Dahl podcast, let me tell you about a special deal that we have right now at Dahl.com. If you go to Dahl.com/promo, you can sign up to listen to 2 weeks of the shows that are behind the paywall for just $1. That's 14 days for just $1. Check it out, and we hope you become a member of our podcast family, a permanent member. Enjoy the show.
Starting a business can seem like a daunting task, unless you have a partner like Shopify. They have the tools you need to start and grow your business. From designing a website to marketing to selling and beyond, Shopify can help with everything you need. There's a reason millions of companies like Mattel, Heinz, and Allbirds continue to trust and use them. With Shopify on your side, turn your big business idea into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
How's it happening?
Good. Things are fine, Stever. How are you? Tripping over the words here. Things are fine, Stever. Thank you. How are you?
I am fine. Good. Fine. And dare I say dandy.
Well,
all right.
I'm
well,
fine.
You don't hear out too often.
Fine and dandy.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, all good. We, weather's nice.
Winter's beautiful.
It's been quiet around the house here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You getting stuff done?
You know, I have gotten some stuff done.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And the thing is, I don't ever know when Matt and his kids are coming here.
No?
Which I think is done on purpose, which is probably smart by everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seems like a good play.
Yeah. But yeah, they haven't been here. They were only here for like an afternoon this week. So far. So I don't know. But I don't know what goes on anymore.
Yeah.
I just, try to do what I'm told. And if I find out something's happening I don't want to be a part of, I come up with something else to do.
Sure, yeah.
So, like that.
Yeah.
You've got your big show on Sunday night at Hey Nani. Is that sold?
Oh, that's correct.
Is that sold out? Or I know there were just a few seats left at the bar. Right?
Yeah, pretty much a few seats left at the restaurant part of the
Oh, like on the other side there.
Exactly, yeah.
But you can still see you guys on stage, right?
Yeah, you can see it, and they open up. There's a kind of a divider in between,
right,
behind the bar on the restaurant side and the bar on the rock room side. There's a divider that comes up and sort of unites the room, as it were.
Yeah, it's a cool setup.
Mm-hmm.
I've been out there myself.
Nice place. I love Hey Nani. Yeah, been very nice to me over the years, and hope to continue working with them.
Yeah. Good. And that's you and Jason Narducci.
Narducci, yeah.
Not she, as I was
no, not she.
Said.
But my friend from the REM project, and just a friend for many, many years. I'm talking many years of doing stuff together. And
doing Pete Townsend.
What's that?
Doing Pete Townsend.
Doing the music of Pete Townsend. So that's solo stuff, Who stuff. Yeah, it's always
slit
fun.
Skirts?
No, but that's a really good call. You know, I like to get deeper into cuts like that.
That's one of my faves by him.
Isn't that a good one?
Yeah.
It's about rebirth, and, it's a really good tune.
Yeah. So if I were there,
I would...
the
album.
Sorry.
It ends that album, yeah. It's the final track on that album.
Is that the Chinese Eyes?
Yeah. Yep, exactly. But if you were there, you were saying you'd yell that out?
I'd yell that out. Slit skirts!
Yeah.
You'd be like, God, who sat him there?
You know, it's weird it's funny that you say that, because this year, as we're kind of putting our set list together, we've had some ideas about new little kind of things we can put in there. And I sort of floated the idea, like maybe we could ask, without getting too deep into it, maybe we could take a few requests, just, and maybe it'd be a situation where you can only play a few measures of the tune, but it might be kind of fun, I go for that sort of spontaneity, and that human jukebox trick, that party trick of mine, that annoying party trick of mine. But
no, and that one's pretty easy to do because it starts off with just doesn't start. It's like a
simple minor chord, I think.
Yeah, and it's just like sort of a prequel kind of.
I was just 34 years old. I still wondering in the haze. I don't know why, but I know I'm lost in a maze.
So that almost sounds like you're trying to figure it out, but that's actually the song.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like noodling at the beginning or something. It's a great song, though. It's one of my
it's a good one. Slit skirts.
Mm-hmm. Jeannie doesn't wear no slit skirts.
No. I don't ever wear no ripped shirts.
Yeah.
Can't pretend that growing older never hurts,
Yeah.
Brendan. That's what the message is behind that song.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right,
Brendan, you're 34 this year, is it? Is that what you are? 34-year-old man? Well, actually, that's how that song begins, right? I was just 34 years old. There you go.
I think so.
Yeah.
Still wandering in a haze.
Yeah.
It seemed like an early midlife crisis.
Yeah, exactly.
34.
Yeah.
That doesn't
34.
Seem,
Maybe for a rock star.
Well, yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah.
For
maybe.
a guy who's going full tilt for the previous 20 years, probably
Yeah, that's true.
burned his ass out.
A couple of times, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that'll be a good show. Have fun at that show.
Thanks, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we have to go to New Buffalo to this week. Well, then we kind of do have to because there's like a homeowners meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. There's something afoot there. I don't know what's going on, but
what happens at a homeowners meeting?
Arguing.
I would think it's almost exclusively arguing.
It's a lot of arguing and people that are used to getting their way, not getting their way, and getting super mad about it.
Oh,
not
man,
me though.
No,
because I get a condominium association is a group of people. It's not just one person. Mm-hmm. And then everybody else pays their homeowner's fee, and they have to do what you want. That's not how it works. Sometimes I'll have to remind people of that during the course of a meeting.
We live in a society.
Yeah.
Right, George
Stanza.
Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. So I don't know what's going on, but it could be done by Zoom. But I feel this is one. You'd be surprised, but sometimes I am able to shape consensus.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Most of the time I don't say anything, but every once in a while
and that's why your words they strike a little
maybe
more closely, deeper. People go, this guy didn't say much, but when he does, he really makes it count. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not always, but every once in a while I get into a dust up with a fellow homeowner about something.
Yeah.
Do you bring the megaphone?
Don't need it, bro. Professional public speaker.
You know when to bring it. You can bring the heat.
Yeah.
Analog style.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, yeah. But and actually, really, the person who's best at shaping opinions at these things is Janet, because she's spent her a lifetime of going to meetings and stuff. So she's very good at it. And I go because they usually have a pastry or something, which is nice.
Incentive.
Yeah, have a Danish, cup of coffee, listen to people argue about stuff. Mm-hmm.
Does it ever get to an actual dust up? Do people ever go after each other?
No, I mean maybe at some that I haven't been at because I don't go to all of them. But this is like every once in a while. Well, there's a yearly one that everybody's supposed to attend, and then this is a special one, and which makes me think it's a money grab, but. But there was one a couple of years ago where we needed new roofs. The place was kind of like built in the 70s, so it's starting to kind of fall apart,
Yeah.
And although it's still great, but I mean it takes some upkeep. And we were having a discussion about a special assessment for roofs because for all the buildings. And I think I felt like there were some people there that didn't really have the ability to just come up with, instantly come up with the amount of cash that they were looking for, within the next 60 days or whatever. So because interest rates were low, I mentioned that, possibly it would be a good idea to borrow the money. And some guy said, if you can't afford to live here, and I said, maybe you should move. This little twerpy guy.
Oof.
And,
that didn't bother you at all, right?
No, I just let it roll right off my back. I was like, hey man, I'm just eating the Danish. I don't care. I said, no, I said, I can afford to live here. Don't worry about it. And then it turns out he was a guy who couldn't afford to live there.
Oh, man.
Because of the route. He was gone within 6 months. So
let's see.
I was trying to help him, but he was. So
you thought he doth protesteth too loudly?
I guess. I don't know, but he was accusing me of
Yeah.
I said, that's an alternative for baby, because I was trying to be like a community leader, thinker. Like, I bet there are some people here who this isn't a good time for them to, come up with the cash.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of those people are super rich. So it's like, I don't care. Just, how much? But then other people are like, well, I need some time to come up with that or whatever. Or, So I was proposing an alternative way of financing. And then I was accused of not belonging there. That pissed me off. Yeah. So, yeah. And then as the guy was moving, I was like, hey, where are you going? Because I had the truck out front. So. And I might have said something. I don't remember. Sure. But anyway, so the erosion is, that's always been the biggest issue there. So that people do fight about that. So
yeah.
I don't know. I don't like them anymore. I don't care, like whatever they decide is what they decide. But Janet is she was a village trustee for 8 years, and she was on the school board for 8 years, I think. Mm-hmm. So she knows how to get shit done at meetings.
Sure.
And I guess I just come as the muscle.
Yeah.
What a smart ass. Although she can certainly defend herself. She doesn't, as you've heard, she doesn't need me. So
she's quite eloquent and powerful. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, she said, "I'll just go by myself if you want," and that didn't seem. Mm-hmm. It seemed somewhat tempting, but so that's where we will be this weekend. What about you, Brennan? What are you doing this weekend?
I haven't even thought about that yet. That's crazy, right?
Well, no. I mean, you've got some time. It's just nothing. You don't have like an outing planned or anything like that.
No, I don't even know.
Okay,
it's kind of cool though.
Yeah, it's nice.
Well, that magic feeling, plans. Nowhere to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Beatles. That's a Beatles lyric, Brendan.
Beatles reference there, Brendan.
Oh, sure.
I mean, it makes sense, right? It landed. It didn't sound stupid and twee, right? That magic feeling, nowhere to go.
It landed. I'm sure he didn't know it was a Beatles lyric.
Yeah. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Because he hates the Beatles, and he hates us.
And all they stand for, and the way they come up so often.
And he hates us because we're baby boomers.
Right.
Although I'm more of a... you're really a boomer.
You're one of them Woodstock trash people.
Yeah, I'm right at the end of the boomers.
Yeah, I don't see you officially signing on. I think you were kind of 50. Weaned on boomer stuff, but when it got down to it, I mean, you took what you liked about it, the sex and drugs and rolling around in the mud,
and the rock and roll,
and the rock and roll, and then you kind of added some amphetamine qualities to it and jacked it up and turned it up to 11 and blasted away. Yeah. While everybody else was getting their heads together in the country, man, you were like, let's make some shit happen. Let's do this. Come on.
Yeah.
Who's awake with me? It's 2 a.m. Come on, let's do something. That kind of thing. That kind of energy, which is not super hippie, but, hippie groundwork that you kind of modified. Updated, guided your generation through the 70s.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with everything.
Well, everybody else was navel gazing. Well, still crazy after all these years was defining everybody. And the hippies took 5 years to figure out what happened, man, in the 70s, and they were all freaking out. And
I
Laurel
did take
Canyon.
advantage of that lull. There was a little
Yes,
bit of a
you
lull there. I was like, oh,
did.
so I could step right into this breach here.
Yep, exactly.
But technically, a baby boomer, 1946, which makes sense, right after the war.
Sure. I mean, yeah.
All the way to 1964, technically.
That's what they say technically, but boy, oh boy.
But I don't feel like a boomer. I know
No.
Brendan thinks I'm a boomer, but
Yeah.
and you certainly don't seem like. I mean,
No, I'm anti-boomer.
yeah.
Well, no, I don't know if I want to say that, but
62, right?
61, bro. Come on.
61. Yeah. Okay. No, so yeah, whatever. I don't know. Beatles, boomers.
Beatles, yeah.
All right. But I feel like I'm at the tail end of it. I don't feel like you really are a baby boomer. I think that's. I mean, you can be if you want, but I don't think that you want to be, and I don't. It doesn't seem like by the. Although I saw a Maxwell House commercial on YouTube or someplace this week.
Yeah.
It was made in 1969, and it was really no. See, in my head,
Wake up! We landed on the moon.
it was.
I can't. I'm still grieving RFK Jr.
It was. I'm rambling here. I apologize, but I'm typing with one finger trying to find something. I think this is the one.
I think Nixon's going to be all right.
I think he's our man.
I didn't vote for him, but so far.
Wait, what do you? I'm really trying to Google something, so I don't know. Tell me what you're saying.
We're acting out 1969. We're writing a play about 1969.
Okay. Well, see, I thought
Cubs look unbeatable.
This is the year.
I know that was the amazing Mets, right?
We got a huge lead. In the,
Oh my God!
yeah.
It's impossible to lose this lead.
Yeah,
We're
I don't
100%
trust
safe.
these bleacher bubs, though.
that was
Bunch of long-haired hippies.
But I thought, like after Woodstock, everything got cool, but it didn't get cool for a long time.
I think there was Altamont that I think that maybe was that bookended everything that kind of like ended the 60s on kind of a violent.
Yeah, but I thought everything was like, in my mind, everything was like cool and woke almost. Mm-hmm. In that hippie kind of way. But this is a 1968 commercial for Maxwell House Coffee. Mm-hmm. And
our first house nearly never got built. My wife was so bent on helping the builder. Woman, I said, leave that poor man alone and make us some coffee. Not that kind you've been buying either. Instant Maxwell House coffee. Red jar, good to the last drop. Maxwell House. The instant that tastes like coffee. Be a good little Maxwell housewife, and we'll be happy here for a long time.
Maxwell House Coffee. Instant and ground.
So I have a distorted memory of 1968, apparently, because I didn't think you could say stuff like that.
Good Lord.
Be a good little Maxwell housewife.
Run along now, little woman.
She was running around the construction site crazy, stepping on plywood and stuff.
Yeah.
Woman, leave that builder alone.
And this guy got turned on to this, and if he's making coffee suggestions, he got it from his girlfriend, like the secretary
right.
at the office.
Right.
My ugly little useless wife doesn't make coffee like this.
Boy, you got it to me fast. I'm drinking this coffee only moments after I ejaculated.
Real wonderful. Now hand me my wingtips.
So I guess, yeah. I mean, now that then when I think back on it, I remember Janet going to law school and that women weren't supposed to be there, and so yeah. But anyway, in my mind, once Woodstock happened, everything was cool, but apparently not. So
took a while, I think.
Yeah, took a while, but
yeah,
So that's that.
But you still have Janet doing your laundry and fetching you coffee.
Woman, Like a
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like that, though. It sounds cooler. It's more like, thanks, Ben. I don't think I would have been able to fold those T-shirts on my own.
Oh, my God.
But I
That
actually,
was just... No, go ahead, sorry.
well, yeah, you're right. I guess, but it's not like I make
We
her
haven't
do
come that far, baby.
I don't make her do it. I just don't know how to do it myself. Or,
The boomer's loophole. Our fathers never trained us, darling. Please understand.
they were too busy teaching us to shave.
Earn money for the house that you're about to ruin with your ideas.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do this because we
Be a good little co-host. And
yes, I will go ahead and just do this right now.
Scumbag! Do I have the word fucker written all over my face? We have a problem! It's the Dahl Show! With your mouth shut.
Oh no, she's still there.
Rambo! We're all listening in China, buddy.
I was in someone's beef. I barehanded those bad boys.
like funny Jesus.
No doubt about it.
Will Ross and Rachel end up together, Janet?
Fewer fun alligator stories, and they'll just find me and my half-eaten carcass. My dirtiness is now realistic. I just wasn't sleepy.
Do I sound a bit like Dame Edna?
That's actually a compliment. I call it a project because that's what we call it in Hollywood.
You didn't follow through?
I'm no scientist, but no.
I'm Steve Dahl. He's like the handsomest, cutest guy ever. The news in its own way can be light.
Was no time. Was inauguration day today.
Whose brother are you?
Partially clothed and concerned.
That's good.
Those Uncrustables, they're Nancy Pantses.
I bet it feels great.
How bad could it be? Get out! Hello, friends. The Dollcast brought to you by you and your fellow subscribers. Thank you. And by our podcast partners, David Hochberg and Team Hochberg, 855-56-DAVID, 56david.com. So I was thinking at that meeting, I was thinking like the Hawk. Let's borrow that money. Well, that's when you could borrow money for basically free. So it seemed like that was a good solution that would suit everybody. But then I got accused of not belonging, and I really don't like that a lot when that happens. And so that might have come to blows, but actually I sat on my anger so hard that my comeback was like so spot on. He said, if you can't afford to live here, then maybe you shouldn't. And I went, oh, I can afford to live here. Don't worry about it. Something like that. And then I didn't even look around or talk. I just went back to eating my Danish. So even though I was super mad and wanted to punch him.
Yeah.
But I kept, I had a quick snappy comeback, and you don't want to ruin that with any overly dramatic after effects from that.
Right, yeah.
You just want to have your comeback, and everybody's like, wow.
The jerk store called, and they're running out of you.
Overthought, yeah, you don't want to overthink.
Yeah. I just, I acted almost like it didn't really happen. Just dove right back into that Danish. And some Sanka or whatever that whatever we were not sank, but instant coffee. I don't think they have instant coffee at the meetings, but it's not great coffee. It's certainly not roast to order coffee. That's for sure.
No.
David Hochberg will have his radio show tomorrow on WGN Radio. I haven't been notified of any changes in the programming lineup or of him being on vacation or whatever. We will be off next week, by the way. But 10 a.m. on Saturdays, Home Sweet Home Chicago, David Hochberg, Team Hochberg, 855-56-DAVID, 56david.com.
Radio thrill ride.
It is a radio thrill ride. Yeah, it really is. So make sure they put the safety bar across your lap before you start listening. John Heggie, Heggie Law, Jeheggie at HeggieLaw.com. Estate planning, 847-272-7360. And it's, you got to have one. You don't have to have one, but you're stupid if you don't have one.
Stupid, he says.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad news. It's right out there, and it's available to you, and you should take advantage of it.
And John is like, couldn't be nicer.
Couldn't be a nicer man.
Like sometimes, you might end up with someone like, let's say you accidentally wandered into the office of an estate planning attorney who wanted to make you feel small because you didn't have much or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that ever happened to me, maybe in the past, but he doesn't do. He's just a good dude. He's just going to help you. He's there to help you. He's not there to make you feel bad about yourself. Mm-mm. He's there to make you feel good about what you have.
Mm-hmm.
And that
the best way to make it work for you.
Yeah.
The best way to protect it, I think, is maybe more accurate.
Yeah, and you have what you have. So that's good. It's good that you have what you have. Some people have less. Some people have more.
You're about to come into a lot more, aren't you?
Actually, I thought I explained about the two different piles of money yesterday or the day before, actually. But I would also like to say, technically, Brendan, I'm not about to come into it. I've always had it.
Right. You're liquidating.
Yes. So, but it's not just me. It's
right.
The trust.
Yeah. I imagine most of it will be used to send grandchildren to college. So. Okay. But not Iowa because of your attitude. Your smart ass attitude.
He's been making some promises to the alumni.
There goes Greeley Hall. God, wiped off the face of the earth. What happened to Greeley Hall? I don't know. Some guy came and bought it up. He bought the whole thing, lock, stock, and barrel. Had it demolished. But my books were in there. All right, John Heggie. So go see him and let him help you with your estate planning. Roast to order. Roast number2order.com. Delicious, freshly roasted coffee delivered right to your door. You know what I'll probably do? I'll probably we're going to go up there Friday, which is today. You're hearing this on Friday, but we're doing this on Thursday. And I'll probably bring some roast with us, and then I'll make my own to-go coffee.
Yeah.
Because the Danishes are good, but the coffee's not too good. Mm-hmm. Although I think this meeting is at it's like at the city hall or something. Maybe we're all going to be arrested. I don't know. I really don't know what's going on. But whatever it is, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be there. And, having good coffee would certainly make the meeting more fun. Fabrini's Flowers, FABflowers.com, 888-885-2000. Promo code Stever. I mean, over the years, I've actually had good ideas that were implemented.
Mm-hmm.
No, seriously, I know. It doesn't seem possible, but I have.
Yeah.
At meetings. Like, I'll say something, and then people will go, that's a good idea. How'd you think of that? And I'm like, I don't know. Just sitting here eating my Danish, and it popped into my head. I don't know. Seemed like a good idea. Fabrini's Flowers, FABflowers.com, 888-885-2000. Promo code Stever. Saves you 10% there at Fabrini's Flowers. Jim and his son Jack, which I now know is to be true. Although his nephew is named Brian, and I think I should, I don't think I should owe 100 to each of you, but apparently I do, and I will pay it. It was fun to see them, and they really put on all of the hole sponsors at the golf outing. I thought did a nice job.
Yeah,
having things for little samples for people and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was nice. I mean, each year I think the outing gets better.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Don't you think?
Oh yeah.
Sweet. And it gets easier for me to do because I understand there's a lot of things I don't need to do that I think I need to do that end up not mattering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except I should have ordered trophies and had prizes for the winners. That was that was something that I don't know how that got taken off my list.
Well, your new assistant that you're about to hire will help that.
Yes. Yes. So far, like a dude, a strange dude has offered his services.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
your favorite type of assistant.
Yeah. No. Yeah. What, Brandon?
You don't have to pay him, it sounds like. He was offering his.
Oh, you
free
saw,
assistance.
yeah, because he sent an email. Yeah, he's a good, he's a nice dude. He's
Although you are coming into a bunch of money.
yeah.
I know what? Maybe I'll
really
do this
set this
weekend.
guy up.
And the off week, maybe I'll practice. I'm just going to practice my signature again and again and again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
to
signature
perfect
is
that.
weak.
It was bad.
When Tom Thayer takes you to task in public for that, that's
Yeah. And I was going to blame, being a somewhat new signer, but then, you see like the Hawk Twa girl, she's signing stuff and she already has like a cool autograph, and she's only been famous for 5 days.
Who? Is that the girl that signs people's cars?
No, this is the girl that talks. Brendan,
She became a viral sensation
Hawk Twa.
for Hawk Twa. That
No.
it was a
way of using saliva to assist in a
blowjob?
procedure.
She became an overnight.
Oh, I don't like it when they do
sensation.
that.
I thought this would be on your feet immediately.
Yeah, I thought you'd be.
This has been
like
the
first
biggest
one served up.
sensation of the past 10 days, I think.
What do you call it? Hawk? I get it, like a hawk hawking up
And then Tua.
Tua.
Tuah, I think.
Who is the Hawk Tua girl, and why has the meme taken off? Or taken over
I can't believe
TikTok?
this is the first you're hearing of it.
I have really tried to stay off social media lately.
Good for you.
I can't take
this
it.
is evidence that you have.
I just can't take it.
You could not help but
Right.
but find out about it. It's one of those internet
People were
things
going
where
door to door talking about it.
right
Hey,
over the fence. So, hey, what about this Hawk Tua thing? Think it'll stick? I think it's got legs.
she signed a big deal with Fathead. They're selling her merch now.
Okay.
How many is on your roster?
There's only one I want. I love you, Pookie, forever.
How do you get over a breakup?
The only way to get over one is get under another. Take the cobwebs off this thing.
This motherfucker don't miss.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk to it. Spit on that thing. You get me?
And that's when she...
There you go. Welcome to the current times.
I think that's
Welcome
supposed to be
late
done more
June.
secretly. I think. Using saliva as a lubricant. I think that's more of a, you do that, secret. It's kind of a silent.
You don't think you make
helper.
a big spectacle out
No,
of it?
I don't think you do.
Well,
a
it's like
Tua.
right, because that's associated with like disgust and rejection and
Yeah, I know. I don't.
Tua.
If you want to gently get some in your hand or whatever you need. I mean, you have a whole mouthful of it. You don't need to hawk on it. Have some respect for the penis. Okay?
Do you have a mouth noise
It's not a gutter. It's a penis.
version of the sounds of silent saliva gathering?
No, because it's all silent. It's all just it's easy to do.
Hawk Tua.
Hawk Tua. Whatever. I don't. I consider that a sign of disrespect. What did you do? Did you just spit on my penis? I hawked on it.
That would take you out of the mood, you think?
Probably not. I mean, I'd probably still go along with it, but
Writing the dissenting opinion.
I'd be thinking about it. Might take a lot longer. Yeah, but fine. You just made it harder for yourself.
Yeah.
And me, that's what she said. But anyway, I did not know. No, I really have been off the social media. I can't. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not learning anything from it. I
feel like we accidentally poured you a drink, like spiked your drink. Now
Right.
took you back
Yeah,
to
we just,
zero.
like,
No,
Brought
the
him back
bottom.
to right.
no. I don't.
He was almost virginal in this way for a long
Have
time.
some drugs.
Innocent. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know. I don't. She's not beckoning me to come back.
Okay.
That's not getting the job done. So
No round of Hawk Tua T-shirts and
No.
caps for everyone this year.
no, but I'm surprised that she's had breakups. She seems like a perfect catch.
Obliging, yeah.
Yeah. Only way to get over it is to get under it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, that's one way.
Do you think? Let's meet back here in a week or so and see if Hawk Tua is still something and if it's been replaced by something else.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. No, I don't.
Because we got nothing better to think about.
well, we have plenty to think about, but, so not a lot of things we can currently change. You know? So, so whatever. I did not know about that, but
I'm sorry you do.
No, that's okay. Fabrini's Flowers. Have I done that one yet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know if you gave the number.
FABflowers.com, 888-885-2000, promo code Stever saves you 10%. And, maybe if somebody just sent her some flowers, she'd, think better about herself. This Haktua. What's that? Even like, is that? That's the Tua?
Yeah.
That's the Tua? Yeah, that's gross, man.
Where were they interviewing this lady, Brendan?
I feel like it was on the streets of Nashville or New York or New Orleans.
Sounds southern, like a southern belle.
Yeah. But farther south than Nashville.
Yeah.
There's an original 14-minute video of it. Not just that sweet little 47-second sound clip I played.
Yeah, everything's just been reduced to a soundbite. I'm sure there's some other insights she has to offer.
Contextually, I mean, if it's in context, it makes sense. It's all part of falling in love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and staying in love.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, good for her. That's a great thing to be known for.
But the folks are proud.
Daughter.
As David Letterman said to Billy Idol when he was talking about all the drugs that were named after him down in the Battery or something, and David said, well, I bet the folks are proud.
Yeah. Impact CFO, Lowell Mora at impactcfo.net. Lowell, just Lowell, just that's for the email, just Lowell, Lowell, at impactcfo.net. I mean, maybe this Haktua girl, she's probably going to, you said she signed a deal with
Fathead?
Fathead. I mean, maybe she, it's a startup. Maybe she needs some advice.
This would be the time for sure.
I mean, I'm sure Lowell could. I could probably help her. That's how stupid she sounds. But Lowell, knows way more than I do. So, 847-212-4081 is the phone number there for Mr. Mora at impactcfo.net. All right. Making a celebrity call right now.
Look at you.
Calling Mr. Craig Gass. Haven't spoken to him in quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's been a while, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Craig Gass, how are you, buddy?
I am good. How are you, Steve?
I'm good. How long has it been since we talked? A long time.
It's been a long time. I'm not dead. I'm still sober.
Right on.
So 19 and a half years of sobriety, and when I see you post that number, Janet posted the number that
29.
29.
Yeah.
I did the math and I went, oh God, what a pain in the ass I was.
No, you were all right. You were, but you were pulling into the finish line there.
Yeah, I was definitely showing up with some energy that you did not need in your life at that moment. Oh my God!
No, it was totally cool.
Yeah,
totally cool.
Yeah. I look back and I'm very grateful. I'm grateful to have learned the lessons that I have and to be where I'm at. I always like to ask people: do you ever treat yourself to something nice when you get another year of recovery? Do you ever do something nice for yourself?
No, not really. I don't think. I mean, I'm always glad, and people will congratulate me or whatever, but I'm just always thankful, I guess. I treat myself to pausing and being thankful, if that makes any sense.
Same. I also try to do something because I think of how much money I've saved in the last year for not blowing it on cocaine, and I just think, well, maybe I'll go to a spa or do something nice for myself. Or just go to like a nice expensive dinner or something. I always want to do something nice for myself. But
Long John Silver's chicken planks. That's still.
Is that Brandon?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Long John.
God, man.
The Long John Silver's by me that you used to frequent. That's now a Mediterranean restaurant. So no chicken planks near me. Are there even Long John Silver's anymore?
There's still Long John Silver's around there, and I got to say, you sent me a picture of that Long John Silver's with the close sign across, and I still remember how sad I was that day when you sent me that photo. But
welcome to reality, man.
Yeah, the chicken planks at Long John Silver's, I'm telling you, they're incredible. They have changed it up a little bit, so it's not as good as it used to be. But man, there was a time when those chicken planks were incredible. I remember when I first started touring, I made it to a radio station in Buffalo, New York, and this program director said, "Hey, listen, I've got the company credit card. We can go anywhere you want tonight for dinner." And I said, "Oh, I saw on the way here from the airport, there's a Long John Silver's right by the airport." And he just looked at me like I was insane.
Which you were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because anything else you'd want to do that night, you would need cash for anyway.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True. But, yeah, man, I mean, do you look back? I don't think this was the conversation you planned on having, but do you look back at the people, because we all have people that lost on the way and they couldn't get ahead of themselves.
Right.
And that's always amazing to me. I mean, you've lost people, right?
Sure.
To drugs and alcohol.
For sure.
That first year, I got clean in 2004. The first year that I got clean, 7 of my friends died in that first 12 months that I was sober. And they were all comedians. It was 4 drug overdoses, 3 drinking and driving car accidents. The first one was a roommate of mine, my first roommate in New York. His name was Mitch Hedberg. He was
going to ask
incredible.
I still go and watch old Mitch Hedberg videos and really mourn the loss of his comedic intelligence, you know?
Oh, I love hearing that. He would have loved hearing that. Did you ever have him on your show?
No, never. I
never had him on.
I don't think we just never. There was never an opportunity. And I might have been afraid to have him on. Back when we were on the air. Not a podcast, but I don't think I would have turned it down. So I just don't think it was ever presented to me as an option. So
I got a great Mitch story for you. The first day I moved in with him, I'm going to be in the apartment alone for the weekend. He's got a gig in the Poconos, and so I'm going to be alone in the apartment for the weekend. So he's trying to show me everything I need to know. This is the key for the front door. This is the key for the outside door, and this train is on this side of the building. This train's on this side of the building. And at one point, he goes, "Oh, hey, Craig, this is a map of the New York City subway." And on the back of his front door was this giant poster of the New York City subway system. And the first time you look at it, it's a little daunting. There's red, blue, yellow lines going in every direction. And I started to stare at it when he said, "So that's how that works." And then he went,
"Thanks, Mitch."
Yeah. So, but
he was a funny cat.
He was just really, really great guy. But what's been going on with you? How is life treating you today?
Well, everything's good. But before we do that, let's mention your gig. Now, we're doing Friday's show, but we recorded on Thursday.
Okay.
So you are at it's a comedy club in Bolingbrook, which I wasn't aware of. There was a comedy
brand
club.
New. Okay, brand new comedy club in Bolingbrook.
All right.
Yeah, and it's called CG's Comedy Club. Sounds like I own it. Craig Gass Comedy Club, CG's Comedy Club. But doing 2 shows on Friday, 3 shows Saturday. It's 3 of the shows are already almost sold out. not because I am famous, but because the room holds 8 people. So
it's still a sellout, bro. That still counts as a sellout.
A sellout is a sellout. Oh, man. During COVID, when we had to have 50% capacity, I love telling people, like, oh, yeah, man, that one sold out.
Yeah.
That one is sold out.
We went to 49%, and then bam, 50, just like that.
Yeah.
Totally sold it. It looks like a nice, I'm looking at pictures of it. It looks nice. Looks very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great room, and I'm excited to get over there. I am going to be putting out 2 comedy specials this year.
Really?
The first one, I think you'll get a kick out of this. The first comedy special, and I'm not joking when I say this, is just me making fun of the band Kiss for an hour. That's the whole show. It's just me making fun of Kiss for an hour.
Wow.
And then, and that was easy to do. I filmed it when Kiss wrapped up their career at Madison Square Garden last December. And I did a comedy show, invited a bunch of Kiss fans to come out. And it was just stories about run-ins for those guys. You've interviewed Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, right?
No, the closest I've gotten is Doc does an excellent Paul Stanley.
Oh, really?
Hey, man, who's pointing that fucking laser pointer at me? Your mama dropped you off to the concert tonight, didn't she?
My favorite thing about that, he actually, one thing he does pay attention to that I've noticed is he won't curse, but in that clip where the guy is pointing, the famous viral clip where the guy is pointing the laser pointer at him, he goes, hey, let me tell you something. You keep pointing that laser pointer, I'm going to shove it up your ass. Up your ass. It doesn't sound very tough with that voice, but you know what? Can I tell you quickly that there's 2 Paul Stanleys. That Paul Stanley was more of what his offstage voice is, but he has a persona on stage where he screams a lot. And,
that's Doc does the onstage screaming one.
Yeah.
Oh, let's hear it.
Well, that's
Well, I was at the health club this afternoon, people, and I saw the biggest pair of Chicago titties I've ever seen.
So I go to a Kiss concert in Las Vegas 15 years ago. It's Kiss and Aerosmith. And Paul Stanley on stage, and I'm quoting, said, all right, people, now listen. You know, I know this town, Las Vegas, Nevada, is known for its buffets. And I can tell you right now, after this show, I see a lot of people in the front row. I really want to eat. And then he started fixing his face. And I saw the same show in New York City 2 months later at Madison Square Garden. I brought a few comedians with me. I brought Jim Norton, Jeff Ross, Steve Byrne. And I'm walking them around the backstage area, and I'm like, oh, this is guy who runs lighting. This is the guitar tech. And everyone who works for Kiss, I said to them, were you listening in Vegas when Paul Stanley said he was going to eat the front row? And 3 different employees said, did you hear what he said in Omaha? I said, what? You didn't hear what ask about what happened in Omaha, what he said in Omaha. And apparently, on stage in Omaha on the same tour, he said, all right, people, now listen. I know this town, Omaha, Nebraska, is known for its Angus beef. And I can tell you right now, after this show, I'm going to want to sink my teeth into some meat. And the whole arena went, what? And then Paul came back to the microphone and said, now, wait a minute. Hold on. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a thigh or a rump roast. And the crowd went, what? And apparently the guitar techs were standing behind the stage going, what the fuck's he doing up there? What is he saying? Like, they couldn't, everybody was confused under the stage, in front of the stage. No one knew what the fuck Paul Stanley was trying to get to. But,
the more he said, the more damage he was doing.
Yeah.
I actually, he gave me his cell phone number, and I don't know if you feel the same way I do. When a famous person who's been on your show says, hey, Steve, give me a call sometime, because you their phone number, do you hesitate to call them? Do you feel like, I'm not going to bother that guy? Do you ever, or do you feel comfortable to be able to give them a call when you feel it's appropriate?
I don't really call too many people. No, I don't. I would not call. Did you call?
I
Okay.
I don't, but I did once, and it was because Paul Stanley gave me his phone number and said, "I'd love to see a comedy show sometime." He was really nice to me, and it's actually the backstory was Gene Simmons confronted me live on the air about my impression of him. He wanted me to know he didn't like my impression of him.
Right? Was that on Howard's show?
That was on Howard's show.
Yeah.
And the next day, I got a phone call from their management company, which is called McGee Entertainment. They called me and said, "Hey, we represent KISS, and we wanted to call you to tell you that our singer, Paul Stanley, is your biggest fan." And I said, "Get the fuck out. Really?" And they said, "Yeah, don't tell anybody this, but Paul Stanley loves when anybody makes fun of Gene Simmons." I said, "Get out of here." And so I ended up, a couple things happened as a result of that. And when I finally saw him face to face, he gave me his cell phone number. And the day after he gave me his cell phone number, I was a little euphoric on espresso. I had my first coffee of the day, and I was really feeling myself. I said, I'm going to call this guy right now. And he picked up the phone and he goes, "Hello?" And I said, "Hi, Paul. This is Gene Simmons from KISS." And Paul goes, "Okay." And I started selling him KISS products. And then I finally stopped and said, "Sorry, Paul, it's Craig Gass. I just want to say it was really nice to meet you. Thanks for being nice to me and my friends that I brought to the show." And he said, "I was going to say, you're starting to sound like that dumb fucking comedian." And I was like, "Yeah." And then I realized I'm talking to Paul Stanley. I went, "All right, well, I got to take a shit. I'll see you later."
Yeah, that's why I don't call, usually.
Yeah.
Show business
I don't.
friendships are fleeting.
Yeah, it's the reason why I don't pick up my phone when I see a blocked number, because I'll give my number to people, because a blocked number is either going to be an old friend that used to sell me cocaine, or or a famous person, and I don't want to.
Both are problematic.
Yes, they are. I literally was sitting in a Long John Silver's with some friends when my phone rang from a blocked number, and I picked it up and I said hello, and I heard, "Hi, Craig, it's Alec Baldwin. I'm sitting here with Ray Liotta. Do you mind doing your Al Pacino for us?" And I went, "Yeah, get some hush puppies. Get some hush puppies. I'll be right back." And I walked out the door and I did my impression for him, but it's very jarring to have those moments.
Yeah. That's true.
I'd rather have them go to voicemail and save the voicemail. I've saved the voicemails from people who I've admired, and when it was answering machine tapes, I have a couple of tapes full of answering machine messages from George Carlin when he was still alive.
Wow.
And which sounds, I feel like that's a creepy thing to say, but he was so funny. On my answering machine that I just I saved those tapes.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's creepy. I think that's cool. I make everybody leave a message because I don't like surprises. I want to know what was that call? What's going to happen when I call you?
Remember Bernie Mac called you to excoriate you after you made fun of him for switching from a Sox fan to a Cubs fan.
Bernie Mac,
Yeah, he left you.
Get out of here!
Yeah, he was like, "Man, you motherfucker!" He really MF'd me because he was always Mr. White Sox until the Cubs were hot, and he sang
at the Bartman game. He sang seventh inning stretch of the Bartman game.
Yeah, I don't know how he got my number. He got my number. It was really Bernie Mac too.
And had he ever been on your show?
No. But I just had the voicemail. Right? Was it right, Brendan?
Yeah,
I don't remember everything, but
he called and he left a message in your office phone that was like, "Why were you ripping me on?" And
he called the station and they put him through to my office, and then I never answered that phone either.
Because you were saying he jinxed the Cubs because then because he switched from Sox to Cubs, and then Bartman happened, and then you went on you were making fun of him the next day, and so he called up to get angry.
Wow, I never.
I forgot about that.
I never even had the chance to cross paths with Bernie Mac. I was always a big fan. And did you have Tracy Morgan on the show? I know we talked about Tracy before.
Yeah, no, never had Tracy on either.
Tracy Morgan is responsible for my favorite entertainment business story of all time. I don't know if I ever told this to you, but I was getting ready to go on stage at Caroline's to open for Dave Chappelle. This is 2001, when this agent came up to me really nervous, and he said, man, I saw this crazy thing last weekend. We went to this party. Tracy Morgan had a party. It turned into a full-blown orgy, and he's describing how everybody took their clothes off. And I said, what? And he goes, yeah, we're standing around with our suits on, and there's naked people. And then Tracy Morgan took his clothes off, and he jumped in. I went, what? And he walks away, and right at that moment, Tracy Morgan walks around the corner. And I looked at him and I went, Tracy, I heard your party was fucked up, man. And Tracy Morgan rolls over and he just eyeballed me. And then he finally said, it was crazy. It was crazy, Craig. You know what's crazy about it? When you get off on my floor, you don't even hear nothing. You don't hear nothing at all. Then you start walking towards my apartment, but you still don't hear nothing. Then you knock on my door, but you still don't hear nothing, right? And when I open the door, there's buttholes and toes everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck? And just because I've never heard that phrase before, I clarified. Did you just say buttholes and toes? And Tracy Morgan said, yeah, before he added, some of them toes were in the buttholes. And he walked out. Oh, shit. It's one of the most magical stories I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, that's yeah. I've not been avoiding him. I just, for whatever reason,
Well, now a comedian who you were actual beyond showbiz friends with, and one of my favorite Craig impressions, Sam Kinison. Used to hang with him back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you actually partied with Sam.
Yes, is correct.
And Sam, did you feel like he's out of control? This isn't going to end well at the time when you would hang out with Sam?
No, I didn't feel that it wasn't good, that it would end poorly, but I really hadn't done all the math on that yet. But there was one. I went to see him at the Vic Theater, and I must have had something to do there as well. I don't know what. Maybe Gary and I introduced him, or I don't really remember. But came down, maybe just watched the show and then came downstairs afterwards and opened the door to the dressing room. And Seika, the porn star, was in there.
Oh, my God.
Along with Tommy Lasorda, manager of the Los Angeles Dodgers. And Sam Kinison. And they were all taking hits off of a nitrous tank. And I thought, I think that's when I started to do the math. I went, this seems odd. And
was Tommy Lasorda taking hits off the nitrous?
With a porn star, yeah. And Sam Kinison.
Wow.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, that's one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Because I just wouldn't, knowing Sam, I would expect something crazy to be going on there, but, that was beyond my wildest imagination,
Oh, my God.
Come on in, mate, come on in. How you do it, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And I, you know what, I got to get home. I got to go. I can't.
You know what, I don't know if I ever... There was an interview that I saw with him when I was a kid. The lineup on NBC was The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, followed by Late Night with David Letterman. And then there was a show on after Letterman that was called Later with Bob Costas.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. And Bob Costas did an interview. I remember seeing him tease tonight on Later. It'll be comedian Sam Kinison. And I thought, what the hell is Bob Costas going to know about Sam Kinison? And I tuned into the show that night. And he starts out by saying, Sam, I used to watch you at the Comedy Store back in the early 80s. And back then, your entire act was based on that day's obituaries. And I remember thinking to myself, you know what? This guy's brilliant, but he's too dirty, and he's never going to make it. And Sam explained the bit, and I'd never heard of this before. He goes, oh, man. Yeah, I used to walk on stage, and he would walk on stage with today's obituaries and go, "Hey, folks, my name's Sam Kinison. I want to thank you guys for coming out. Thanks for supporting stand-up comedy. I'll tell you a couple of people that you won't be seeing here tonight." Grab two obituaries and start reading the names of people who just died today. And you go, like, what is it, Esther Goldberg? Yeah, no, she didn't catch the bus. She's not here. But apparently, if you want to see her work, it's going to be on display this Sunday at Evergreen Mortuary.
Oh, dear.
You know, I actually used that. I'll use voices to prank call people so I can introduce myself to people, which I don't think is really a good idea. But the first time I ever met Tom Arnold was a prank phone call that I made to Tom. He was, I was still an open mic comedian, and another guy I was doing open mics with had a day job at a hotel in town, the Hilton in downtown Seattle. And he said, "You know that grand opening of the Planet Hollywood that's happening? All the stars are staying at my hotel." And I said, "Who are the stars?" And he said, "Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Tom Arnold." And I said, "Tom Arnold is at your hotel?" And he goes, "Oh, yeah." And so I get home that night, and I open up my phone book, and I find the number for the Hilton, and I said, "Hi, Tom Arnold, please?" And the lady said, "Okay, just one moment." And she put me through. I did not record this. I just did it for myself. Tom Arnold picked up the phone, and he said, "Hello." And I said, "Tom, it's Sam Kinison." Sam Kinison had been dead for 7 years at that point. And Tom Arnold said, "Hey, buddy, long time no talk. How are you, buddy?" Jumped right into it. And I go, "Tom, I need your help, buddy. I need your help down here in the afterlife." "Whatever you need, buddy. Just tell me, what do you want me to do for you there, Sam?" "Well, I need some cocaine. And this is tricky. I need you to follow my instructions. First of all, I need you to front me the cash because I don't have any cash. And then what I need you to do is I need you to purchase the cocaine. I need you to fly back to Los Angeles, and then I want you to drive to Jerry Lewis's house. When you get to Jerry's house, I want you to take the cocaine, and I want you to put it in the small pocket of his pants, and I'll have it when he gets here in 3 weeks." Oh! And then I stopped and said, "I'm sorry, Tom, my name's Craig Gass. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm a huge fan of yours." And he said, "Yeah, that impression is so good that I need to call my sponsor right now." That's how good it is. And he couldn't have been nicer. And he asked me to drop off a tape at the hotel. He called me a week later, and he said, "I think you're really funny. If you ever need help with anything, you can call me. Here's my cell phone. Here's my business phone. Here's my email address." I never called him, but I started doing this impression of Tom Arnold that has upset him. And I'm so sad that it upsets him. I go to the Super Bowl now every year, and I'll join Radio Friends. There's a media center. I know you've done a lot.
Right, like a Radio Row or whatever. You can hit every station, every market in the country in one room.
In one room, and it's all sports format. It's all sports stations from around the country. And on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, nobody famous is there yet. So my radio friends will say, "Do you mind coming on and pretending to be a celebrity so it sounds cool back in Omaha, Nebraska?" And the only remotely sports person I can do an impression of is Tom Arnold. So I'll go full-blown Tom Arnold, and they'll say, "We're live from the Super Bowl. We're being joined now by the former host of the Best Damn Sports Show, period. Tom Arnold is joining us right now. Hey, guys. It's pretty crazy here. A lot of celebrities are coming into town. I was actually at a Cocaine Anonymous meeting last night with Brett Favre. I probably shouldn't say this out loud. Brett Favre is a big cokehead, and his sponsor is Bob Costas. Bob's addicted to upskirt porn. I shouldn't say that out loud, but he's always bumping off at work. And Bob Costas, his sponsor is the Eagles. The whole band is his sponsor, and I'll just start rattling off random sports figures and attaching them to addictions. And every year, people on Twitter will come after Tom Arnold and go, "Hey, it's supposed to be anonymous, you piece of shit." And Tom Arnold will fight the entire internet and go, hey, did you notice that Sam Kinison was also on the air, and that guy's been dead for 30 years, you fucking idiot. That wasn't me. It's a comedian. His name's Craig Gass. I wish he would stop. And it's hilarious. I adore him for that. I absolutely adore him for that. But, yeah, man, how far is Bolingbrook from you, by the way?
Oh, half hour?
Half hour?
Like that, yeah.
Well, if you have any desire, I would love to have you come out.
Oh yeah, we have a meeting in Michigan that we have to go to on Saturday, but I am gonna try to make it back. What time is the latest show on Saturday?
Last show on Saturday is at 10 p.m.
Okay,
that's going to be an interesting one for the audience because we're going to have some very interesting people at that show on Saturday night. Yeah. Yeah, some musician friends of mine are going to be at that show, I think you should come to that one. And
all right,
but yeah,
I will make my best effort. Are you staying down? I figured you were staying downtown, or are you staying in Bolingbrook? Where are you?
No, I'm actually staying near O'Hare right now. I'm staying out in Wooddale.
Ah, okay, all right.
There's a hotel out here that it's very quiet. The courtyard out here is very quiet, so I just like to chill out here, but I'll be driving in and out of Bolingbrook for the shows this weekend, and I'm excited. I mean, it's been too long since I've been here, and there's no good reason for it. So.
All right, so the one special is that's the Kiss special, right? That you were talking about, and what's the second one?
The second one is more of a traditional special that focuses a lot on my mom. My mom got sick 2 years ago, and I spent her last few months with her. And she gave me a lot of material before she passed away. And so the second special is going to be, it's a lot of stuff about her, which I'm talking about during my shows this weekend in Bolingbrook as well. But half the show is impressions and stories about people who I do impressions of, who I've had run-ins with. Then there's material about my mom. And then I end the show with a piece of comedy called I Think Gene Simmons is Going to Kill Me. And that's yeah. And that's something I'm really, really proud of. It's an epic piece that just covers the entire relationship to where we're at now. Because, that guy, I just find he's just so... I love that he leans into, I'm going to make money. I don't care. I'll sell you condoms. I'll sell you caskets. I'll get you coming and going. And I just like taking it to another level and just making it more absurd. The Kiss fans are mad at me now, right? Did I ever tell you about what happened there with the fans?
No.
They, Paul Stanley asked me to perform with Kiss, and
on
an
stage?
event called an event called the Kiss Cruise.
Okay.
So I had my own comedy shows, and then I did some Q&A stuff with the band, but my stand-up was just stand-up in the same theater where Kiss performs, but on separate showtime.
Okay. And on a cruise ship, obviously, right?
On a cruise ship.
Yeah, okay.
Going to the Bahamas. And what upset the fans, and this is ridiculous, the first day I was on the cruise, I meet the cruise director. She gets super excited and says, "Wait a minute, you're Craig? You're Craig Gass. You're the comedian. The guy did all the voices on the Family Guy. And do you want to do a funny announcement on the ship tomorrow morning?" And I said, "Oh,
do I?"
Yes. Yeah. Let me ask you a question. If I make an announcement, who's gonna hear the announcement? She said, "Well, if you want, we can flip a switch and it'll get piped into every cabin." And I said,
"Okay,
flip that switch." I know exactly what I want everyone to wake up to tomorrow morning. The next morning, 3,000 of the biggest Kiss fans in the world on a ship at sea woke up to bing bong.
Hey everybody, this is Paul Stanley, and this is Gene Simmons from Kiss. And we have a very important announcement. Do not panic, but we have a very important announcement about the Kiss Cruise.
At that moment, my friends on the ship said that all the fans stopped in their tracks, were looking up at the speakers and smiling. until the next words that came out of my mouth.
We've just hit an iceberg.
In the Bahamas.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. Keep in mind, when I said we just hit an iceberg, we're in the middle of the fucking Bahamas. There's no reason for you as an intelligent person to think this shit's going down. We're in the Bahamas.
But do not panic. Do not panic. KISS actually has 3 packages to get you off the ship. First, we have the platinum package, $5,000. We'll put you in the life raft. You'll have your own private photo taken with KISS. Then we have the diamond package. Isn't that right, Paul? That's right, the diamond package. For $10,000, where we throw you in the ocean with Tommy and Eric, and KISS floats by on a raft. We do our own private acoustic show.
Everything I said was stupid. Everything was dumb. But apparently, several of the passengers actually ran to the employees and said, so KISS is going to charge us to get off the boat? Is that what's going on? They actually believe it.
While we're sinking?
While we're sinking, we're going to have to pay for KISS to get special medical coverage? What? Medical coverage only comes with a platinum package? Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. But yeah, man, I hope I get to see you this weekend.
Yeah, me too, man.
Let me know if you can.
It's been too long, and and you're still funny as shit, man. That's fucking awesome.
That means a lot to me because, and I've said this to you many times before, your name comes up all the time around the country as the innovator. And I don't know about you, but whenever, I don't know if you do the same thing I do, but whenever I see someone successful that I'm friends with, whenever their names get mentioned, one of my favorite pastimes is to exaggerate my friendship with that person. So when someone goes, you know, Steve Dahl is the one who actually started it all, right? And I go, oh my God, dude, Steve Dahl's like my best friend.
We're good friends, really? I would say.
Yeah, dude,
you had some
Steve
things.
Dahl taught. Yeah, but I'll make up shit like that guy taught me how to fight. Like, I love exaggerating our friendship and really staking a claim. I'm like, oh, fucking Steve, I'd call him right now if he'd pick up the phone.
I will always pick up the phone if you call me. Always.
Well, I appreciate it.
Well, I'll text you back. I text you back first to see what you wanted.
You do?
Yeah.
You do.
What do you want?
Well, looking back, I want to say one more time, thank you for putting up on with me at the time that I showed up in your life. Because I look back and I cringe a little bit at that behavior, and I appreciate you putting up with me.
It's totally cool. I hope that in some small way I helped lead you toward the light.
Absolutely. And it was subtle. I just realized that I was looking at a different type of person when I would look at you, and I'd go, huh, and I would ask you things. I remember going, hey, just out of curiosity, how do you, and then you would answer some questions. I go, all right, yeah, I was just wondering. I was just wondering. I'm just collecting information. Right now.
I mean, if a guy wanted to stop, right? Yeah. Not that I do. This is talking to you is making my nose run. Like, literally. Yeah. My nose is running right now. It's like,
Well, thank you for your time, buddy. I hope to see you this weekend. And all the info for the shows, CG's Comedy Club. CG's Comedy Club in Bolingbrook. Yeah, CG'sComedyClub.com. CGSComedyClub.com in Bolingbrook.
On Boughton Road in Bolingbrook. We used to, Jen and I, that's where our first house in Chicago was, in Bolingbrook. Big mistake. Right? Big mistake. But it's way better there now. It's way better there now. So.
Oh, good. Good to know. Yeah, I heard it's a really nice. That whole shopping center is supposed to be really nice. So.
Oh yeah. They got a Bass Pro Shop. They got a. What do you want? You want a gun? You want a gun safe?
Anything you need.
Yeah, they got it all.
No, chicken planks. They got them all.
Well, Brendan, I'm surprised that you haven't stepped up to promote Cane's.
Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's chicken.
They make a damn nice chicken finger, Craig.
Yep.
I've tried them. They're nice, but I'm telling you, there's something about that chicken plank. That chicken plank is insane. Dude, absolutely insane.
I understand. There's nothing like a Jack in the Box taco for me because I can't get it.
Is that right?
Well, yeah, but because I can't get them.
I know people who are obsessed obsessed with those tacos. You're not the only one. I know I have friends of mine in New York. When I was living I guess I'm still in the West. I'm living in Vegas now, but when I would come out, they'd go, "Hey man, can you buy some tacos and just put them in a bag and bring them out?" And they love Jack in the Box tacos. And I tried them. I don't get it. I don't get why, but they speak to people.
I didn't get the chicken planks, so we're it's to each his own, man. To each his own.
All right.
To each his own.
Well, buddy, enjoy. Thanks for having me on. Great to talk to you, and I'm looking forward to next time.
Thanks, bud. So Friday night, that would be tonight. At cgscomedyclub.com. You got what time are the shows tonight?
Tonight, 8 and 10 o'clock. Tomorrow, 6, 8, and 10. And I know that 3 of the shows are almost sold out, but so please get your tickets early. cgscomedyclub.com.
All right.
Cool.
Good to have you back in town. Good luck, and I will make every effort. And this is not like a bullshit, because Doc and Brendan know that I could do a bullshit. Oh yeah,
sure.
I'll be there.
Oh yeah.
But I will definitely try to be there for that. As I miss you. Right. I miss you.
I miss you too. I hope I get to see your face.
All right, brother.
I'll look to see you guys this weekend.
All right. Thanks, man.
See you, Craig.
All right, I'll see you, buddy.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Doc, it just occurred to me I didn't introduce you. I apologize.
Oh, that's okay. You gave me yeah.
I get, for some reason, I thought we all knew each other, but I don't think you ever.
I don't think I was around when he was in studio.
No.
Good Lord, what a funny guy.
But imagine me on the air trying to deal with all that, the things that he's saying, and trying to figure out what's okay to put on the air.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Who's dead? Who's being libeled?
Right.
What's profane?
Yeah.
It used to get me tied up in knots. And he's still high as a fucking kite. I'm like, trying to bring it in for a landing, and it's like, whoa. But he is one funny dude, and he's a really good kid. He's a kid to me. He's a good kid.
Yeah.
And that looks like a very lovely club down there.
Yeah.
And the
convenient
tickets
for you.
Well, convenient for me and for a lot of people, and the tickets are only like $30 or something. So
there you go.
I guess 30 up to 40 on Saturday. So, but still, it's worth it because you'll laugh the entire time. The entire time. Oh, you just heard it. Right. That was just a phone call. What they did, like laying around a courtyard by Marriott.
Yeah.
Jonesing for some chicken planks from
Long
John Silver's, which I guess is still around somewhere, but I don't. I did send him a picture of the one by me being closed.
Sure.
And just the reality check, But I don't, Hopefully he's able to find one somewhere back here.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I never. Well, I went in once to get the chicken plank, and I was like, whatever. But I feel the same way about Raising Cane's too.
Yeah,
it's just an elongated nugget.
Aren't we all?
If you think about it.
If you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, when you put it that way, bro. Yeah, for sure. All right, that guy's very funny. Very funny dude.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I don't know. I think I don't know that we're planning on coming back, but I can't say I'm not coming back, I mean, I would actually drive back for him and then drive back to Michigan if that's what Janet wanted to do. She wanted to stay there. But she likes him too. So, because he used to come to our house. He came to a Super Bowl party at our house.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I should have thought about that today, but I didn't. I don't know. I never know what's going on here either, so it's it was best just to kind of
check in with him next time. I'm sure he'll go. I'm sure he'll frequent.
But he was willing to come by. I think I just I didn't.
You're hesitant. Yeah, you just don't know what's happening. You're not in charge of the coming.
Yeah, no. It's just all of a sudden the door opens up and people come in and it gets crazy. So. And not him, but I mean, like, when Matt's here with his kids and stuff. That's
next time.
It turns into a real circus. Yeah, absolutely. All right. It's Friday, and we have not done an air check Friday in a while.
Oh, it has been a while.
Is that something we don't do anymore?
We were just on hiatus. We're
getting $1 million offer.
Well, it seems like I was getting tired of it, I guess.
Yeah.
We were waiting for the Bear to drop their season 3, and then we were going to wait to drop ours.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I like the Bear. I really do like the Bear, and I wish they would. I believe that it's overhyped.
You just want it to be. You just want to experience
People
it.
People should just let it happen. It's like it's too much hype for it.
I think maybe like if a newbie, like I've never seen 1 second of that show, were I to wander in, it's got a lot of hype to live up to.
Right, exactly.
And it's a dangerous thing because it could, if it's not magical and 100% at all times, I might just go, like the dismissive response to the first episode of The Wire. I just wrote it off. It's like, oh, a bottle of whiskey in the drawer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cliche.
2 guys sitting on the hood of a car getting drunk.
By the train tracks, by a couple of cops. Like, that sure seems likely. Next,
yeah.
Monty Python rerun. Click. Safety, happiness, no challenge.
We can find an air check here.
I'll do an air check if you'd like. If you've got one. I'll do an air check for sure.
I did feel. I got to say, I did feel happy that he laughed at my Paul Stanley.
Oh, absolutely.
I saw Kiss in concert twice, and that happened at the first one I saw. There's an actual that was from the stage, him talking about the health club he visited this afternoon in Chicago, and saw the biggest pair of Chicago titties, just like
he's in the wrong dressing room.
Yeah.
That's. Yeah, no, I feel like I went back and made sure that he appreciated it, if you don't mind me saying so, because I wanted you to get full credit for how good that is.
Thank you.
Because I'm looking out for you, bro.
So always. Great, though. His pranks, man. Oh, that Kiss Cruise prank is one of the funniest concepts I've ever heard. Yeah. Kiss charging you for a space on the lifeboat.
I don't know what happened to the cruise director, but I feel it wasn't good. Whatever after that.
Who allowed that to happen?
I did.
You flicked the switch.
Yeah. Into all the cabins. It goes into all the cabins. That's like for the abandoned ship announcement, or things along that line.
That was great.
Yeah. Oh, Craig. All right, what is this you've sent me here, Brendan?
Just
FM 100.
Yeah,
air check.
Early 70s.
Circa early 70s.
That's got to be tasty.
FM 100. DJ Ron Olson provided this copy of an air check from FM 100, noting he had tears in his eyes.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I think it's a Memphis radio station.
Let's see what's happening. John Scott here, 23 after 9 o'clock. Always glad to hear from you to see what kind of mood you're in, what type of music you want to hear. Or if you
what I'd like to hear is "I'm a Man" by Chicago, the percussion break, without you talking over it.
Yeah, man.
What are you doing?
Feel like you have a song that will fit after a song we're playing or whatever, give us a call. 274-7456.
So we've gone into underground. We've gone into FM.
Sure have, man.
Hey, everybody, it's in stereo. And I'm just going to play this percussive moment behind me. Whoa. It wasn't underground, but an FM station with a jingle.
747-456.
Bell Bottom Blues. This is ground control to Major Tom. We were flying alone, and there's something in the air. Dave's not here.
Personal message from Sid Carroll to all the owners of all the other cars who'd love to own a new Pontiac but are afraid to look. Fear not.
I'm not sure I could critique this, although that seemed like a good set.
Yeah.
That seemed like a good set.
Unless that was all part of the promo, just like, here's what you're going to hear on this.
No, I think, well, maybe, but I feel like it was scoped, but
Go ahead and look. Fall in love with a Sid Carroll Pontiac. Memphis.
WMC FM in Memphis.
I would talk before the commercials, just to I feel like he didn't, but you really should put some space. Commercials used to be treated, radio used to be a little bit more careful about how they treated commercials versus programming.
Yeah.
You know, like you would never say the call letters going into a commercial.
Ah. Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, I mean, probably it was being overthought, but you don't want to associate the call letters with a commercial. Okay. I'll try to remember that. Also, people don't take phone calls on the air because people find telephones to be a nuisance. I was told that once. They don't want to hear them in the morning. What? Phone calls to a radio station? That's like that's been going on for, you know, this is Bob and Ray or whatever. We don't do it here, man. Phones are a bummer. I was like, okay. Also, another thing, before you leave, and I'm like, yeah, I turn around. The time. People don't want to know the time. I said, in the morning they do. No, they don't. Okay. Sure. Why not? But I gave the time anyway. It's, you know. But yeah, this was a very early 70s, mid to the mid 70s radio really overthinking itself.
And the headlines tonight: military sources in Saigon have little hope for survival of the 10,000 South Vietnamese troops and 40 American advisors left in Quang Tri City.
Wake up!
I don't know what this is. I can't make heads or tails of it.
Can't remember where it was. Had the street stop in a car of freedom.
How you doing? Weather, chance of showers and thunderstorms tonight. There's a full moon out tonight.
Outside, man. Pretty fucked up. That Vietnam news, man, just bummed the shit out of me, man.
Oh, man. Bummed my bean.
How you doing?
How you doing, man?
Kind of hoping to God a Davita sounded all right to you. That's what I would have talked over that drum solo. Yeah. That's the drum solo to talk over.
Low of 58 tonight. Partly cloudy with a high 75. Cooler tomorrow night with a low 57.
Hey, show some pictures.
It's insane, Kevin. It's like a morning zoo overnight.
But he's so high, he thinks the weather's funny. Low 58. 58. Tomorrow. It's like,
funny looking number if you think about it. You ever look at a 58?
High tomorrow, me, and the town will be 67.
The USS Titanic, folks. She's the world's biggest ship.
But, you know, stations back in the 70s used to play a lot of drop-ins like that, you know, like a lot of goofy drop-ins and stuff. So
sure,
that I guess that makes sense. Now, here's somebody I know I can. Bob Dayton.
Man? Yeah?
Is a fellow that I actually knew, and he was on in L.A. I used to go watch him do his show.
No kidding.
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. This is Bob Dayton he was in New York, May 1972. I assume it's the same Bob Dayton, although that does, now that I say it, it does seem like it could just be like a, you know,
common name,
a commonly issued radio name or something, you know.
Why? 4. And I'm on my way. I don't know where I'm going. I'm on my way. 3. I'll take you there. 2. The earth moving my hand. WPIX FM New York. 1. I'd be in trouble.
Starlight.
Oh, girl, the #1 song in New York from WPIX and the Dayton Monday Show. Starlights 302-62, partly cloudy midtown right now. Starlight, huh? Good to see good stuff, #1. Hear ye. Now, hearsay. Soul Children. Oh, yeah, get it, Soul Children. Soul Children from Happening Pics in New York and the Dayton Monday Show.
Yeah, you're not going to hear him mess up, man. He was tight, light, and bright. He was good.
Oh, yeah.
I learned some shit watching that dude.
Sure.
Learned some stuff. Bob Dayton. He must have gone from L.A. to New York, I guess. Huh.
Yeah. Cross country.
I probably used to hang out at like 68, 69.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
KRLA. That's where he was. Bob Dayton. Come on in, man. You can watch. Because I would just like be at the buzzer, like, hey, yeah. We'd always be like, Whenever we went on vacation anywhere, or sometimes just on my own, once I got my driver's license, I would just drive till I saw like a radio tower, somewhere.
Wow.
And I would just hit the intercom and be like,
"Hello, what? Yeah, what?"
"Hey, can I come in and watch? Because I want to get into radio and I just want to watch." And be like,
"Watch what?"
"Watch whatever. I don't know. How does it work? How do you do it?" And they'd be like,
"Okay, I guess."
And then they let me in, and then I would just either I'd stand in the lobby and look through the window, or whatever. But I really learned a lot just by watching.
Yeah,
it wasn't as complicated as I thought it was going to be.
You just sit there.
Yeah. You just got to sit there, and you put
and
play
the light comes on.
Right. You view up. You cue up the records. You start the record. You turn on the microphone. You start talking. And you stop talking right when the person starts singing, pretty much. Yeah. So that was. He was one of the ones that I used to go watch. Bob Dayton.
Was there ever a young radio hopeful, dude, not a girl who wanted to flash you, but was there ever a young radio hopeful similar to yourself at that age that came to sit at your feet?
I didn't discourage it if somebody. Yeah. I mean, there was sort of a transition that happened during my career where it went from you could just go hang out to you couldn't hang out anymore unless you were. It was part of an internship through a college. Mm-hmm. Because once the stations got HR departments and stuff,
Yeah.
Because some funny business could happen here and there.
Sure.
But yeah, no, I always tried to let people at least watch, I guess.
Yeah.
At WLS it was easy because you could go right up to the 4th floor there at Michigan and Wacker and just stand in the lobby and watch.
Yeah.
That was. But yeah,
I think I did that once.
Yeah.
And I think I scared you guys after. I think I was probably like, "Can I interview you for my school paper?" And you guys you had just finished and you were trying to make a hasty retreat. I mean, you're, booking it out of there.
Oh, sorry.
You're like, no, I don't blame you. I would have done the same. Like, yeah, call the office. All right. And then boom, off you went to the hall, into the stairwell or something. But
yeah, that would.
And I had no intention. Yeah, exactly. I would never have written an article.
He swore on that day he would grow up
and get back at me,
befriend you,
and get back at me.
Exactly.
Become a part of your world,
Joan. That's part of the long plan.
Yeah.
I still haven't revealed the surprise ending.
Well, the Larry is a good clue. It's a clue. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. No, that's I mean,
but the access was there.
Honestly, if you were a cute,
sure,
girl, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it now.
It would have slowed Gary down, not me, of course. But,
yeah.
You do what now?
Let's do the interview now. Had I been a cute girl.
Yeah, I don't know, but we would have at least slowed down.
Yeah. So, what's school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you're very. It was. I was dumb. I was just like I said. I never would have done. I never would have written something. I wouldn't have known what to ask you. So is it fun? Is it fun? What time do you wake up to get here?
How old would you have been? Like high school?
No, it's probably. I bet I was maybe about 20, maybe 18, 19, 20, something like that.
Yeah, we for sure wouldn't stop and talk to you. Some 20-year-old dude.
No, God, no.
In an STP hat or whatever.
Right, yeah. He's a scumbag.
No.
No, I mean, I'm just thinking about the dork that I would have been.
No, but, yeah. We usually had something else to do.
Post-show meeting, always, yeah.
Yeah, we used to go down to that Michigan Inn right down there it was like a coffee shop. It used to be the Stone Container Building. It's now the London House, or whatever building. But, and there was a coffee shop, like a Greek coffee shop, but they'd put in a bar in the back, and no one knew about it. So it was almost like having a private bar.
Wow, and probably competitively priced too.
Oh yeah, I mean
$1.10 for a drink.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Yeah. And I'm not going to lie. There might have been some to-go cups that found their way upstairs. But yeah, we'd usually just go down there and hang out. I guess we didn't really do anything bad. I can't that I can remember anyway. So, but yeah, we wouldn't have wanted to go down there with you.
No,
nothing personal.
No.
But yeah, if you do want to write an article about me now for the Park Ridge, for the what is it?
Park Ridge Herald, I think is what it's called.
The Maine South paper, is that? What?
Oh yeah, that probably. What was that called? Southwards.
Yeah, right on.
WORDS.
Maybe if you told us that, we would have thought that was corny enough that we would have stopped.
Yeah.
Southwards.
It might have even been from my junior college.
Oh, sure.
Oakton Community. The Occurrence.
The Oakland OCC. Occurrence.
Oakton Occurrence. Yeah. OCC.
Yeah. Well, sorry.
No, I don't. I do not blame you.
I mean,
we had our fun at the Gamekeepers.
That's right. After
just a few short years later.
After which concert was that?
You and Joe Walsh was up there. And,
oh yeah.
Yeah, teenage. Banging away.
Oh, yeah.
Playing like, I guess we know this. Let's see if we can figure it out. And, of course, it, perfectly executed.
Yeah. I meant to forget the lyrics 4 or 5 times during each song.
Mm-hmm.
All part of the plan. Now, we were at the Park West, right? And then
yeah, buddy.
It seemed like there was some underground tunnel that went over there. But that could have just been...
This could have been you in a basement.
They could have just...
How did I... Forgetting how you got there.
Yeah.
We're in a basement. We must have tunneled over here.
They might have thrown a blanket over me.
Gamekeeper's basement was... Yeah, it did seem... it's possible they had...
I think there was a tunnel. I'm not kidding. Because I never knew how I got there.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I was aware enough of what was going on that I wouldn't have... Yeah, there was definitely a secret entrance into the basement.
Yeah,
and where.
And then the early version of the Slugs were not allowed along because it was my brother and me and our friend Al, who were the first 3 members of the Slugs.
Didn't I give you a Budweiser hat though?
You sure did. You placed it on my head like Ward fucking Cleaver. Maybe even gave it a little tousle. Now get the fuck out of here, kid.
Get that kid from the lobby. Get out of here. I said no.
You again.
We don't want to be in your little paper.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I tried to be nice over the...
No, you were nice.
Gary was not always as nice, and I used to say, dude, it takes just as much effort to be a prick.
Right.
As it does to be nice. So... and he didn't see it that way. So
yeah.
So
we snuck upstairs. We got past security by dropping our Uncle Wayne's name, and because Gary knew him, and I think actually worked at the station, maybe worked at the WFYR with him.
Yeah, he did.
So we got in, dropping that name, and then we talked, and all I remember was Gary putting the shoes that he wore on stage, putting them in like little velvet bags and then back in a box to
those turquoise ones.
Must have been, yeah, because they were bag. They seemed like they needed very special attention.
Yeah, they were turquoise race car driver shoes. I'm like, why do you have those?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Those are stupid. So are your Vans. Like, okay.
Right. There's just definitely kind of 2 different approaches to footwear there that spoke volumes.
And that particular shoe, he slipped in the parking lot at the Clock Tower Inn or whatever in Rockford, broke his ankle because they weren't meant to be walking through the snow in.
No.
And he went to the hospital, and I went to the Riverside Theater, I think it was, in Rockford.
Mm-hmm.
And my buddy,
rocked it solo.
My buddy Jack and I, and Teenage,
Jack said, "I'll take him from here, Steve."
We managed to put together a decent show, and the whole time I'm thinking, why am I paying Gary to do anything? Because it was clear that he really didn't do very much during the shows, but. I even
this kind
paid
of talk
him,
is going to ruin the reunion chances.
I even paid him for that show.
Yeah,
even though he didn't.
It's nice.
Yeah,
yeah.
Was, Yeah, I guess I was. I don't know. But I did pay him for the show because I guess I felt sorry for him because he's such a dope. Like,
but the logic is there. I mean, I feel like if I was in a situation like, say, if I couldn't, it almost seems like I've already done the work. I've helped fill the place out. You know, I'm part of the ticket that helped fill this place up. So I feel like I should get, I literally have already done the work. How would that hold up?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I was just trying to, be inclusive, I guess.
Yeah. And then Jack doesn't charge anything.
Well, no, he's usually provided thanks to the writer.
Yeah.
The sophisticated concert writer that we had attached to our agreement. Jack was always there.
Yeah.
And also, the thing that I used to get a kick out of was people. What's in that bottle, and I mean like Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
No, really, what is it, like iced tea or something?
Yeah.
Like, no,
it's Jack Daniels.
No. But you drank the whole thing. I said, I know, but I'm running around. Expending energy. It's fine. Everything it's going to be fine. Don't worry about it.
Got it covered.
Yeah, but it was real. It was real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, listen. Enjoy your. I know you're going to. Are you going to Tejas still?
I am going to Houston
with your brother and see your
me and
sister.
Greg flying down there, and we are so excited.
Yeah,
we're just going to sit by the pool and talk and remember stuff, and I couldn't be more excited and happy about it. Yeah,
that sounds like fun.
Yeah, thanks.
And Brendan, you enjoy the week as well.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Happy 4th of July, everyone.
Yeah, happy 4th of July. And
did you have any advice for anybody setting off fireworks?
Don't.
No?
Leave it to the pros, I think.
You don't want to run like a girl, scream like a girl. None of that. Those days are over.
Not me. Ever since I got sober, I stopped with the fireworks.
Yeah. Okay, good. Leave it to the professionals.
Yeah.
Are you going to stop at Crazy Kaplan's, though? You got 2 chances.
I know, and he loves me.
I know.
Because everything's like half off anyway, and then when I go there, it's like what's I get quadruple of everything. So whatever that is, that's not half off. That's like, what I don't know but it's too much. It's too much. And then I'm driving around, and then and now because I'm sober when I'm just old enough and paranoid enough, I don't want to be caught with all that in my car.
Right. Then you're at Craig's comedy show with sparklers, like just too much, taking too much attention.
Yeah.
Throwing a string of black cats up on stage just to make things fun.
Yeah, well, I always was a sucker for the big mortar shells, the pro mortar shells. But I have to say, at the country club, that's one of my favorite events of the year, possibly my favorite, other than our own outing.
Oh yeah,
is when they blow off like a half hour's worth of fireworks from the 18th tee box.
So, are you going to go?
Yeah. Have you made reservations?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do you want a box of my books to sell?
Sure.
Cool.
Sure. It's Wednesday. They do it on the 3rd. It's Wednesday, and it's one of my favorites. And they blow them off right in your fucking face, basically. I mean, they're so close and they're so awesome, and it's like a half hour long display. I mean, it's really good.
You pitched a better mixtape. Years ago, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, and I actually was working on one this year, and then I just thought, you know what, I don't want to be involved in this and fuck it up somehow. So, I'm sure we're going to hear Toby, we'll put a boot in your ass again, but that's whatever. But I don't. Actually, myself and the boys, we always get a kick out of there's always some Bon Jovi in there too.
Yeah, man.
There's always God, I don't know which one.
Living on a Prayer? No, maybe one of my country jams.
It might be "It's My Life," yeah, or it might be
Blaze of Glory.
Who says you can't go home? One of your more recent ones.
Oh yeah, the country record.
Which you kind of tried to cross over with Jennifer Nettles, and I would. I would too.
Still crossing.
Yeah, I would try to cross over with her if I could too.
I gotta say, man, I'm on the cover of the most recent edition of AARP magazine.
Are you?
Yeah.
I get that. I didn't ask for
American
it, but I get
Association of Rock People.
No, retired people.
What? They told me. That's I assumed it was for. They never even spelled it out. They just said AARP. I thought it was rock people, rock performers.
Well, it's retired people.
Yeah, they were asking a lot of stuff about pensions and tooth care and stuff like that, and sleeping habits and digestive situations. Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah,
I thought they wanted to talk about music. They barely scratched the surface.
I thought it was rosé purveyors. No.
Oh,
maybe it's a different group. Yeah, maybe it's a different group. I don't know. Maybe
I like that very much.
But,
Stolen.
All right, guys. Have a good week.
You too.
I just want to ask you.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. All right.
What's the weather again? I found it funny.
48 tonight. Low's 48.
What a number.
I lied. It's really going to be like 46, but I didn't tell him because I didn't want to bum anybody out. All right. Talk to you soon.
Yeah.
And have fun out there, everybody. Be careful.
Please do.
Be careful. Mm-hmm. It's not worth the
injury.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't risk it.
I mean, one of my last drunken fireworks things, I actually had, it was one of those big cylinders, that had, it was like it was called Rebel Yell or something.
Something idiotic.
And it didn't go off. And I stuck my head in there.
Jesus.
And Pat Dahl, thankfully, kicked it into the pool. He's like, what do you, like a young, probably, I don't know, maybe 14, 15-year-old Pat Dahl kicked it into the pool. I don't know if it would have gone off or not, but I was curious as to see, why it hadn't, which you need to leave that, again, you need to leave that for the...
Well, it would have been maybe a better story, a better yearly July story for you.
Mm-hmm.
Just in terms of explosive-based July stories that come around every summer to bum you out,
Yeah, well, it would have been fun. Yeah, I would live on. Of course, this is the day that, it would be.
Yeah.
You'd be remembered on this day.
I guess.
Remember, who could forget what a beloved DJ had his face blowed off in front of his family? Always good to see that one.
Well, we used to have that. I'm searching for it as I speak, but we had that one audio of the fireworks guy. You remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
And his arm had a bad cock in it because it. Yeah, but I can't find it here. I keep trying to wrangle my files into some sort of order here, and I just can't. I have too many. I just can't. I can't keep track of everything anymore.
We got a nice week off. You can put some studio time in down there.
That's the last thing I want to do, though. Really, I mean,
take some time off.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm just saying I mean to do it, but I never get around to it. So, but it was an AP report, and the guy blew off his bunch of fingers and stuff. But he wasn't giving up fireworks.
No,
he's just going to try to be more careful.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. I mean, I guess at some point, once you got the hook and everything, it's probably easier to light stuff with a hook.
You hold it in your hand.
Yeah,
Fuck it, it's a hook.
Yeah.
What's it going to do?
Blow my hook off?
I can't lose any more fingers.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
The Steve Dahl Show is done right now.
Okay, well, that was a pretty good show, I think, and I try to release one every month, but we do one every day, and if you like what you just heard, you're going to like the Everyday Show. Once again, Dahl.com/promo, $1, 2 weeks behind the paywall. Normally $10.95 a month. Check it out. Thanks.
Tipping culture is out of control. Yesterday, I tipped someone just for handing me a napkin. So when Hotels.com gives me up to 20% off for being a member, I finally get tipped. And you know what? It feels good. Hotels.com. Members save up to 20% off at hundreds of thousands of hotels.